Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome to another episode of Hot Mom Life Conversations. Still in the season of the Valentine year. So, like I said previously, our topics for this month will be centered around love because February is the month of love and Valentine is just 2 days away. So, yeah, welcome. How are you all doing? Sorry, we are coming late. We've never come late like this before, but we had some issues with network and connections. So that's why. So once again, welcome to today's Hot Mom Live Conversations. This is Hot Mom, and I'll be joined, God willing, by my two co-hosts. When they come, I'll introduce them. Yeah. But my regular two co-hosts, they'll be joining me today. Um, because we are starting late, I don't think I want to promote any business today. So we'll just dive right into the topic. Today's topic is titled Red Flags. Sorry, Love Language. How come I'm mentioning red flags first? I don't know. But it's titled Love Languages versus Red Flags. Love languages versus red flags. Guys, please share the live. Thank you, TikTok. Everyone that is joining on TikTok, thank you. Facebook, thank you. Instagram, thank you. Love language. What do you understand by love language? Love language. What is love language? So, love language refers to the different ways that we all express our love and how we receive love. The way we express love and the way we receive love. So you may be with someone, could be a friend. I mean, love now. We are not just referring to love as in man and woman. No, we are referring to love in its entirety. So you could be with someone and the way they express love to you is in giving gifts. Yeah. But your own way of expressing love might be in always being in this person's presence. So we all have our various ways of showing love and receiving love. That's what is referred to as love language. And there is a counselor named Gary Chapman that came up with this concept of love language being categorizing the love language into 5 categories. He is a counselor and he categorized love language into 5. So we will need to understand the 5 different types of love languages, and then we can now, I'm sure after understanding them, for those of us who don't know already, we will know, okay, this is what comes to me as love language. This is what comes to my partner or my friend as love language. So my understanding is that I could have a particular love language. I would want to be shown love. For instance, I would want my partner to always give me gifts. That is how I feel loved. That is my love language. So I would also love to give gifts because my love language is giving gifts. Yeah. my love language is giving gifts. So I would love to give gifts and I would love to receive gifts. But what if I'm in a relationship or I'm in an environment or this person I'm giving gifts to does not know how to give gifts? That is not their own love language. Then what happens? So this is where communication comes in. This is where communication is very, very important. So if you're able to, and this is where being alert comes in, when you're just knowing somebody, you're just going into a relationship, especially during this Valentine, a lot of relationships are going to blossom, right? Some are going to start connecting and all that. So if you're just meeting someone, for instance, these are some of the things you need to look out for. What do they want? How do they receive love? Some people, you can give them heaven and earth, but it's not their own love language. They will not like they will not appreciate that you're giving them gifts, but they will not feel loved that you're giving them gifts. Maybe what they want for them to feel loved is just for you to be in their presence all the time, or is for you to hold them, or is for you to do certain stuff for them, or for you to encourage them. We'll go into them. Just 1 second, guys. My co-host is trying to. Let me see if I can add her. She's not available yet. Okay. Network is really bad. So we need to understand the other person's love language. We need to put in the effort. I always talk about effort in relationships. You cannot just be lazy in relationships. You have to put in effort to understand the other person that is in the relationship with you. That is the only time you can understand their love language, their personality, the way they want things done. All those things. It is in paying attention. It is in putting the effort, that mental effort. Just put it in so that you know and understand this person better. So in terms of what I was trying to explain now, where a partner's love language is different from when two of you, your love languages are different. So I am a woman, so the other person for me would be a man. I don't know about you, but for me it would be a man. So let's say my partner, how I feel loved is when they shower me with gifts. It makes me feel loved. So in that same sense, how I express love will also be for me to give them gifts. But for them, what is their own love language? How will they feel loved? Maybe it's by other things I do to them. So I need to understand. I need to come to that point where I understand that my own love language is not actually his own love language. I need to bring myself to get to that point where I understand that my love language, fine, is for me to receive gifts or whatever, but his own language, his own love language could be different. So it is now, the onus is now on you to calm down, put in the effort mentally, study this person, and know what their own love language is. So that is about that. So the guy that came up with this concept of love language, his name is Gary Chapman. He came up with 5 different types of love language, 5 different categories. So I'm going to list them. Number 1, words of affirmation. Hi, Folaito. Thank you for joining. Okay, let me just give shout out to everybody that is joining. Instagram, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for lights on. Who else is there that I didn't see? Thank you, all those that are joining on TikTok. I see you, White, Cassia. Thank you, um, Nicole. Nicole, how are you? Gonzalo, Carlos. Thank you, everyone for joining. Today we are talking about love language versus red flags. And we're going to come to the point where some of these things intersect. And we are strictly talking about love this month of February because it's February. In 2 days' time, it's going to be Valentine. So, yeah, so that's why we are here today. I hope that at the end of the live, you will be able to go away with some important information for yourself to make your relationship better. Hi. To make your relationship better and to move your relationship a little bit forward from where it's always been. So yeah, so we have words of affirmation. That is the number one. We have acts of service. That's number two. We have receiving gifting. That's number three. We have quality time, and then we have physical touch. So these are the 5 categories of love language. Yeah, I'm kind of distracted because my co-host is trying to join, but it's a bit difficult. The network is really, really difficult for her to join. It's a conversation, so if you're willing to come and contribute to the live, you're welcome. Just send me a request or type in the comment section and I'll bring you up. Okay, it's a conversation. It's supposed to be a conversation, and in a conversation you have 2 people, right? So even if you don't want to come, just type in the comment section. It will be appreciated. And like the live, please. Like the live, share it so that others can have access to it as well. So let's talk about words of affirmation. Words of affirmation. For words of affirmation, of course, it's words, verbal words, verbal. You have to be verbal. I think a lot of people are verbal when it comes to expressing love. They are able to say how they feel. They are able to express the love they feel. And they are able to appreciate the other person. So words of affirmation, you're able to affirm, you're able to appreciate, you're able to a lot of things that will make this person feel encouraged. Things that will make this person feel encouraged. It could be text, it could be, dropping a note. Sometimes these things, it feels like, especially when you're in a relationship for such a long time, you feel like these things are no longer necessary. But we have to renew our love all the time. We have to renew our relationships. We have to renew the feel from time to time. We have to. And that is where effort comes in again. So it could be in the form of encouragement, in form of appreciation. So you see that your partner, and like I said, in this case, I'll be saying he, because I'm a woman, yeah? So you can replace with whoever is your own partner. So for instance, if I'm doing so well in my business or I'm wearing something really nice, for me to feel loved means that my partner has to tell me, or my husband has to tell me that, oh, you look so beautiful in this dress. So that is what will make me feel loved. So that is what will make me feel loved. I saw one of my one of the person. Oh gosh, I saw Dr. Ifechi. He's supposed to host the live with me, but I'm trying to add him, and it's not. connecting. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Can't join. I think, Dr. Ifechi, I think you should leave and come back again. Please, leave and come back again. So I was talking about words of affirmation. So I'm wearing a nice dress, and I would expect that my husband will see me and appreciate the dress that I'm wearing. Say, oh, my wife, you're looking so beautiful today. What's going on? You know? And that is what will make me feel loved. For instance, I'm just giving instances. Or I am going through some tough time. Yeah, I'm going through some tough time, and let's say maybe like when I lost my mom, let's say my husband now came around and started empathizing with me and talking to me and telling me, oh, how you are strong. I know you are a strong woman. I know you're going to pull through this. I can understand what you're going through. You know, things like that. So for some people, those are the things that make them feel loved. When you do those kind of things for them, it makes them feel loved. And that is the way because that is the way they also express their love. So that is about words of affirmation. And then you have acts of service. Acts of service. Acts of service will now have to do with helping. So these people don't have to ask you for help before you help. When you see the need to help, when you see the need to intervene and help, you just do it. You go out of your way to alleviate their daily workload. So maybe they need things done around the house that they have not been able to do. They have not met their target, or because they have not met their target at work, for instance, but there are certain things that they need to do, they are not able to do yet because that target is what is paramount in their mind. They are trying to finish that before coming to this one. But this other one is something you can help with. You go ahead and help them and do it. That way, they feel loved. That way, they feel loved. And you're able to understand that also because probably that is your love language. Or because over time, you've come to understand this person, that this is their love language. When you help them, when they need help, they don't speak. For instance, there are some people who don't ask for help. They don't ask for help. But you're there, you make yourself available to reach out to them, to help them, you know, to get things done. That way, they feel loved. Hello, Dr. Ifechi. Maybe you can come to TikTok. In the Facebook, I cannot add you on Facebook. Please come to TikTok. Maybe, I don't know if you're watching the live as well. You can come on TikTok. I think TikTok is usually easier. TikTok is easier. So this person usually wants to know, they feel loved because when you do that for them, they know that you are with them. You are with them. They feel that, oh, okay, this person helped me around. For them to remember, or for them to even think that I need this help, that I needed this help, and for them to go out and do it for me. This person, now my person be this. This person is my person. This person will be, is looking like this person is going to be my ride or die. You know, so that is how it comes. Then we have, that's about acts of service here. So you go out of your way to do thoughtful things for your partner. That's just it. Then you have receiving of gifts. I'll talk briefly about that, receiving of gifts. If my love language is gifting, it means I'm able to give gifts, and I will also want to be gifted. That's my love language. Yeah? So, it is not just that you should just go out and buy gifts and bring. Let there be some thoughtfulness into the gifts. Small, small, small things that you can do to add some, for the person to know that you put some thought, effort again. It takes a lot of effort to think, right? So that you put in some work, you put in some thoughtfulness into that gift that you're bringing for them. Not that it's Valentine now, so let me go and buy cake. Everybody is buying cake. Let me just go and buy cake, and let me just go and buy that rose flower. Let me just take her out for dinner. Let me just. No, you can get a particular kind of cake that she actually likes, not just going to the shelf to pick out a cake. For instance, I'm just saying, not just going there to pick out a cake from the shelf because you have a lot of cake displayed there. You can go and request for something specific because you should know what she likes or what he likes. Like I said, I'll be using she because I am she, yeah? My partner is a he, so that's it. So, so that's that. I should be able to know what the other person likes so that I am able to give thoughtfully. And once you do that, that thoughtfulness that you put in, that effort that you put in, that is what makes this person to feel loved. Thank you, everyone that is joining on TikTok. I see you guys. Letinia, welcome. Cecilia, Danny, welcome, everybody. So, yeah, that's about number 3, yeah, receiving of gifts. So the gifting should be meaningful and should be thoughtful, basically. Meaningful and thoughtful. And it doesn't have to be something really big. It can be small, small things, but it's your thoughtfulness that matters. It can even be like a weekend getaway. That's small, right? You can do a weekend getaway. You can just small, small gifting, not physical, might not be physical. It might be like the weekend getaway thing I talked about. It might be just, okay, let's go out, let me give you a good time today. Or I've paid for a massage somewhere, go and have a massage. Or, small, small, or go and do pedicure, go and do your nails in the salon for somebody that you're just meeting. Not for people like us that are old, that we already know where the money is to go and collect and go and do nails. No. Oh my God, Shades of Green, hi. Shades of Green, come on my life, come and talk small. And Sister Folaito, you should come and talk small. So, yeah, for those who are still starting their relationships, that the thing is still doing them somehow, you can say, okay, baby, I have paid for nails. Go to this place and go and do your nails, or go and chill in this salon. Go and do your body care. Go and do your massage. Go and do your facials, and things like that. I mean, those are the examples that readily come to mind. Okay, yeah, work. It's fine. Thank you for joining, though. So, yeah, that's about gifting. And then there is another one I want to talk about. We still have 2 left. Quality time. Quality time. How do you create special time with this person? So that special time could be that you wake up in the morning, you want to go for a walk, 2 of you are going for walks together. You're doing things together. You're mostly together, sharing your time, sharing your space. Yeah, uninterrupted, focused on yourselves. So you're giving undivided attention. Once you do these things to the other person, if this is your love language, that is what you'll be doing. That's what you'll be looking forward to. Actually, that's what you now also be looking forward to getting from the person. But it doesn't always work like that, like I said earlier on. So if quality time is your love language, you're the sort of person that would want to spend time with your partner, even if it means going to shop together, you go shopping together, you go to the gym together, you like doing things together, you're reading together, you're going to the beach side together, You're doing most of your things together, watching TV together. Yeah. So you're mostly doing stuff together because you want to have that one-on-one time with this person, and that is how you feel loved. Whenever you're in this person's space and you're doing these things together, that is how you feel loved. For the other person, it might be different, but that is your own love language. So that's what you give, and that's what you expect to receive as love language. But then again, like I said, that's where communication comes in. If the other person's love language is not that, they may feel inconvenienced that, or they may feel like, it's not every time we'll be doing stuff together, right? Do your thing and let me do my thing can also be there. So how do you balance it? That's where communication comes in. So if the person is empathetic enough, I'm sure they will be able to tilt more towards showing you, giving you that space for you to experience your love language. Yeah. Otherwise, you can always find a balance. But these are what love languages are. So the final one is physical touch. Physical touch. That one now is non-verbal. The first one that is verbal is affirmation. We talked about that already. So this other one is physical touch. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to check if my co-hosts are on the other platforms. Let me check once again. So the last one we're going to talk about is physical touch, where people express love through physical connection. So for you, when this one, I see a lot of Oyibo people do it, but I don't see a lot of Africans do it because it's not really our thing as Africans. Yeah, but a lot of people in the West, or a lot of Africans that have now lived in the West, or that are now exposed to this kind of expression of love. They love it and they like to do it. They want to do it, and they've like inculcated it into their own relationships. So expressing love through physical connections, which is where PDA comes in as well. You're going out, you're holding hands, you're kissing or pecking. In the West, we see those things a lot. Even small children, they will just be in one corner and be doing their thing. They said once you are 18, you are old enough to, so cannot even scold them. I scolded one person one day, shao. Anyway, I shouldn't have done that actually. Yeah, but they were in a public space, and I felt like it was too much. Anyway, that's by the way, like I said. What was I saying again? Physical touch. So holding of hands, kissing, showing physical affection, PDA, public display of affection. So some people, they feel like when you do that to them, that is when they feel loved. You could buy them gifts, you could take them on vacations and everything, but you're not holding their hands. You're not kissing them in public. You're not, Sister Fola, you didn't laugh. I actually did it. I felt like they were too young. They were so young, like two small children. But here, some of them, they look small. They might, I think they were of age. But they were doing it in a public space. I was like, guys, please shift, I did. So, physical touch again, yeah. I think a lot of women love it. A lot of women love it, and it's a love language for a lot of women. So, yeah. Public display of affection. Yeah. So that's it. So you can go through all of them again and see let me go through all of them again so that you see where you fall into. Words of affirmation, are you the one that loves to be spoken, that loves spoken words or love to speak? To speak to love. Are you one of them? Are you the one that likes acts of service or likes to give acts of service? Are you the one that loves gifting or loves to receive gifts as a sign of love? Are you the one that loves quality time? Are you the one that loves physical touch? So these are the 5 of them. Now we're going to go into red flags. Okay, I should send a request. Oh, you sent a request. Oh my God, this phone is slow. This phone is slow. Sorry. Are you still around? Fola Itonkoka. I'm trying to accept, but I don't know what's happening. Okay, have you seen that I've accepted? Go live with Fola Itonkoka. Yes, I've clicked. Nothing. Let me come in with my other phone. Okay, I'll wait. Okay. And I don't know if it's also this my phone though. So now we're talking about red flags. Yeah, red flags. The topic is love language versus red flags. And we're going to come to where they intersect. Oh my gosh, time runs so fast. It's already 40 minutes into the time. I'm also still checking to see if my other co-hosts are here, but no, I can't see any of them. I can't see any of them. I've sent the invite again. Okay.
Hot
Hi,
mom.
my sister. What's up?
Hot mom. You go talk. Say, waiting these small children, waiting what they do. Eh? No.
I just dey waka for road for one
No,
place like this I go pass through
that
garden before I go
that
reach.
that's a mom's
I
instincts though.
I know. Do you know that when I told my children, they were like, "Ha, mommy,
Why did you
why
do
did you do
that?
that?"
Why did you do that? You see, let me tell you something here. My
Tell
daughter,
me.
my daughter has done it before.
Okay.
So she was 3 that time. So we were going somewhere and we got in the bus and she was in a buggy. So there were this couple, I don't know, young guys, young girl and boy, uh, you know, in the bus, and they were just doing their display. And my daughter was looking at them in anger, you know, and she just told the guy, "Leave her alone."
It be like when you and your man are home, when the kids are younger and you're playing, they will think the man is beating you, right?
Yes,
You now come and so I mean, so those kind of things should be done when the kids are not there, actually.
in
Actually,
fact,
yeah.
you see, everybody in the bus that day, they laughed their ribs out because because there were all the other older people in the bus. I'm sure those ones were like
Mm,
tired and disgusted. And
true.
this little girl came in and just saved their day. I can't see you clearly. So
Oh, you can.
as
Okay.
I'm wearing my glasses now, so it's
Okay.
better, you know. And my daughter came to save their day, that kind of thing. So yeah, sometimes I see them and I there's this look on my face, you know. So I can't help with the bad look though.
There was even one day, someone from here told me that they actually get married, even 14-year-olds,
Yeah,
they get married here. But
yeah.
14, they are not adults yet. So why is that allowed? That was the question I
You
asked.
you see
You guys said,
you see
hmm,
um I hope let's I know we are digressing just a little
yes,
bit.
yes,
Um
yes, it's okay.
um there was a time in this part of the world that kids 9, 8, 10 were getting married. Do you know that?
No,
In
no, I didn't
history,
know.
history, it wasn't just happening in Africa, it wasn't just happening in Asia.
Hmm,
History, if you look back, if you see all those queens, even apart from that, if you look back, then
hmm.
mm,
Okay, okay. So how you see the topic now?
yeah.
We're talking about love language.
But for me, it's a little bit of everything, you
Hmm.
know. Um, but sometimes some people have, for instance, the gifting part is their love language. I enjoy gifting and I enjoy receiving gifts back.
I think everybody loves gifting.
No, I do. I
Loves
I do it.
receiving. Okay,
I
you do it. Okay,
do it.
okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
I also enjoy receiving.
Enjoy receiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what
Hmm.
else? You said
Quality
uh, quality
time.
time. That I really enjoy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then touch. Yes, that's
Physical touch.
physical touch.
Hmm.
That's good, but not outside. You know.
Because you be old school. Because you be old school, eh?
Exactly. Exactly. So
Hmm.
yeah. So I think those things are there. A little bit of everything is
I
good.
think, yeah, yeah, but there's usually one that is paramount.
In
There's one that stands out.
yeah.
Okay. So that's understandable.
Mm, there's one
Thank
that
you so
stand.
much for being in the live.
Yeah, you're
Thank you so much.
welcome. Thank you for inviting for having me. So the
Let me
red
speak
flags.
the red flags there. I wanted to speak to the red flags a bit,
Mm,
and then maybe I will get your contribution as well.
mm.
Or you want to go ahead and speak,
No,
or you
you
want me
you
to speak
talk. You talk and let's
first?
see.
Okay. So usually red flags, they are like the warning signs,
Mhm.
unhealthy warning signs and
Mhm.
behaviors in
Mhm.
relationships.
Mhm.
So they range from constant criticism to belittling, belittling your other
Yeah.
person. You know. It could be about the other person, or it could even be about you.
Mhm.
So for me, a red flag will be someone who is, for instance, high all the time, high most of the time, not all the time, most of the time. That's a red flag. Let's say you're just meeting someone for the first time, and he goes to work. I will always say he, because like I said, me I be woman, the other person go be he for me.
Mm.
So he goes to work and he comes back, finish eating, and the next thing is high. Or like most of the time that you people are supposed to be together, he just high. That is a red flag.
A
So for
big
me,
one.
who is going into that kind of relationship should take heed. So that
Yeah.
is the person doing it for themselves, doing it on their own body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody who is indecisive, somebody who does not have an opinion, somebody who cannot decide for themselves is a red flag for me. You should be
Yes.
able you should be able to think for
Yeah.
yourself. Use your brain now.
Yeah.
You understand? Where you're supposed to use your brain.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
and decide for yourself. For instance, two of us cannot go shopping, and okay, the best that you can do for me
Mm.
is to say, okay, I think this clothing item, this one is good, this one will look good on you. Why don't you try it?
Mm.
But I didn't go with everything you pick for me and me not having opinion at all
Mm.
on what I want to use for
Mm.
myself.
Mm.
Or you don't even have plans for the future. Yeah, you don't have plans for the future. You just want to go with the flow. Anything life brings at me is okay. It's a red flag.
Yeah, it is a red
It is
flag.
a red flag.
Because
So those are
as
the ones. Those are some of the ones that pertain to the individual. Then
yeah.
there are others that they do to others. That, for instance, I'm in a relationship. I want to start a relationship with you. Or I'm in a relationship with you.
Mm,
The things you do to me, or the things I do to you, that are red flags,
yeah.
which are the ones I was trying to explain. A little bit of jealousy here and there, I think, is healthy, but too
Mm,
much of jealousy is a red flag.
yeah.
Too much of jealousy is a red flag. Constant criticism, belittling, like I said,
Yeah.
uh, hot and cold behavior, broken promises, silent treatment, all this gaslighting,
Mm,
toxicity, displaying toxicity, all these things.
mm. They're all,
If you see them being portrayed or being dished at you, these are red flags. So I don't know how you want to speak to that.
you know, sometimes we are always blinded by love and what's the society is going to say if you leave this guy or if you leave this girl. You
Hmm.
know, the thing is that so many people see these red flags and they go into it. For instance, now if you have a uh if you have a, what do you call it, a man that hits you, yeah, for boyfriend and
For
girlfriend
boyfriend.
level, and you still go ahead, yeah, and marry the person, even self, sometimes even one twice for face self, you have to be weary. You understand? One this thing for face, you have to be weary. You know, it can never be good when you enter the marriage. But we are always thinking, what will mommy say? What will this person say?
Or
Ah,
he
I would
will
like to
change.
pepper them. I would like to pepper them for the wedding. I would like to do this. No, it can never get better.
Or he will change. They will
It will
say he will
change.
change.
Or
Because
she
when he does, he will come back and beg you with gifts.
yes, or she will change because
Or she will change.
it's not it's
Yes,
not
he or she will
it's
change.
not just men that do it, that twike women to twike
True.
men.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
get that, she's
Mm-hmm.
going to change. Oh, my, then your mom will be like, or your dad will be like, you must marry that girl. Oh, it's a must. No, now only you they face the thing that you have. This is where you come, where you cannot make decisions for yourself. You know what? You remember you mentioned it,
Yeah,
where you cannot make decisions for yourself, where you don't
exactly.
have a mind of your own. That's a red
Of
flag
your
too.
own. Mm,
You know.
mm,
So
mm.
yeah, I really, really agree with you. So my mom used to tell me that there's a proverb. They say, "Now from sleep you go know how death be like."
Child, that's deep. Oh. Even though it's what we know, yeah, but the way you just put it now, it just rang a different kind of bell.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That from sleep you go know how death be like. Because if it's not going to be nice, it's going to show you. But some people are also good at pretending.
Mm. For how long
Some
will
people,
this person wants to
some
pretend?
people, some people can be perfect for 1 year.
Mm.
Most especially when you don't
I
live
know.
together. Some
Mm.
people can be
Mm.
perfect for 2 years. You don't live
Mm.
together, so you don't know. So when you get into that situation, how do you come out of it?
So the thing is, for this kind of things, I feel like people should actually be mature enough to go into relationship before they go. If you enter a relationship when you're younger,
Hmm.
or you enter into a relationship, you don't know these things. You've never heard about red flags before. You've never heard about love language
Yeah,
before. You not you're not exposed to this kind of conversations.
yeah.
Yeah, you would think that it's just okay for a slap is okay, beating here and there is okay. You will just accept it and go with the flow and go into the relationship. But not children these days, though,
Eh,
because now because of internet, everybody knows these things. I believe. But I mean,
Ah,
with all the maltreatment happening online, why am I even saying I believe that everybody
it's
knows?
not
Not everybody
everybody
knows.
that knows.
It's not
And,
everybody that knows.
and so,
So,
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
so when people are not mature enough before they, so if you're mature enough, let me just say maybe you are in your 40s, yeah, already,
Yeah.
or late 30s, before maybe at that point you're already kind of getting desperate because of your biological clock. Maybe you want to have a
This
child with somebody that you actually
biological
get married
clock be
to.
this safe.
I don't know now. I don't know
Which
now.
biological clock be this?
They
You
have
see,
they have made alternative, sha. You can go and
you
keep
know,
freeze your egg, but
the
that one too, you
the
have to
thing
have
the
both
thing is
again.
that I feel so sad when people talk about biological clock, you know, of a woman or a man. Yes, some people want to have children, they want to do this, they want to do that. Yes, I understand that. It's fine. But if you can't have it, there's so many kids there that need your help
My sister, it's
to be
because
able.
you have children now. That is why you are thinking like
I
this.
know.
Because I have tried to put myself in that situation as well. And I always say that it's always better to go and adopt. But that's because I have my kids now. You know, it's because I have kids. If I didn't have,
That is the
I would
reason
not
why,
think it
and
through.
that is the reason why, like a Shades of Grains is saying, is that is the reason why most women fall into the wrong
Into the
hands.
wrong way. Yes, but they will say, like, you never hear when they say, I would rather cry inside Mercedes Benz than to be driving keke. It's this kind of
Now,
scenario as
now,
well. I would rather
now,
I'll rather go with this man that hits me and have this child. Let me have this experience, this one lifetime experience of getting pregnant, having my baby, and having my own blood. I want to have this experience. Maybe after
own
the
blood,
experience, if it
own
gets
blood,
better,
eh?
fine. If it doesn't get better, I'll find my way and I will leave. There are people like that too. There are people like that too. So that's why I said if you're mature enough, then you'll be able to take a decision that you're entering this thing. If this person is like this, but let me go headlong. You're entering. But for those other younger girls that don't have all this information, that they are mistaking red flags for
You
love.
see,
They go into it and then they are hit with the time bomb
you see,
along
the
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 line.
the thing is that now, now, the things we should be preaching to our children, yeah, is that all this biological clock thing, no use am disturb yourself. Yeah.
Mhm.
Some people
I mean,
they
they know already now. They know that
no
they should
use
not be
am
wahaling the thing.
no, you can't use it to disturb yourself. All that you need to concentrate on is yourself, because at the end of the day, you biological clock, you born the picking finish. The picking will wake up one day, just say, mom, I'm moving to Australia.
Bye.
Bye.
And you'll be alone.
And you
That
be
is
alone.
another thing that people do not realize, my sister. My sister,
You know?
that is another thing people do not realize.
So right now, me as I'm here, okay, yeah, I have children, but I'm not sitting down and I'm not thinking to myself that these people will be here every time, blah 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 blah. I'm waiting for the day they'll tell me, oh mom, I got a job in Korea. I'm going bye, and I'm like, so I'm preparing. I've already, and that's why you need to take care of your own self as the mom, because you in the process of taking care of these kids, you have to take care of yourself. You have to remember yourself. It's hard for us moms, extremely hard. you know that's the reason why you
Right.
should stop thinking about this biological clock. They use it to demean
To
women.
pressure, to pressure women.
Yes, to pressure women, to demean them, to make them look smaller than themselves. You
But
understand me?
like I said, there's an alternative now. If you've got the money, you can go and freeze your eggs.
E- e-
And whenever you're ready, you can have a baby.
exactly. If you don't want to freeze any egg, they are there,
Do you?
plenty. they need help. It's just that
Okay, you are speaking like this. I will still tell you, you're speaking like this because you're living in the West. Back home, they want to have their own blood. Eh? That, that child has to be my blood. You don't understand? So
blood.
it's a thing, it's a mindset thing.
Mm.
It's a mindset thing. And when we are doing this live, we are not speaking to people like you who already have this information. You know, you are here with me. We are sharing this information so that those who are not that exposed to this sort of information would say, okay, so this can be done as well. So it can be done this way as well. I think that is why we are
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it's
Hmm.
hard though. It's hard for women because women go through a lot of torture.
Ah, that one, another topic for another day. When even if you want to talk about women's health issues, you know, just
Mm.
the other day I spoke about fibroids.
Yeah.
I was talking about fibroids,
Mm.
and I spoke about it 2 days ago, and then yesterday I heard it on the radio. They were talking about fibroids. Somebody whose wife was going through it. You know, they were trying to raise funds for the person.
Mm.
But the information I had was for alternative therapy. Someone who had undergone the alternative therapy and got healed from it shared the information with me, and I shared that information with another close friend of mine who is having that kind of issues. And in under 3 months, in fact, in 1.5 months, we had a conversation and she told me that she was already feeling better. She told me she was already feeling better, you
Mm.
know. So it's something that I will speak about again. I only did the video on TikTok. I will come on Instagram. I will share it as well. Ah, Mrs. Linda. Hi. I didn't know that we were friends on Facebook on this thing. What do you call it? On
Insta.
Instagram. Yes, I didn't know we were friends. Hi, Mrs. Linda. Thank you for joining the live. Ah, so yeah, should we now go to red flags? Okay, we finished talking about red flags. So the next thing will be to where they intersect. Yeah. So usually I do my live for 1 hour. Now it's already almost on the hour. And this Instagram is going to go off after 1 hour. Just in case it goes off, would you want to come back or you
No,
just stay in the background?
my
Whichever
son
you.
has got a, what do you call it in his school? A concert in his school. So I'm
Okay,
going now.
okay,
My daughter
okay,
just came to tell me we need to go.
okay. No problem.
All right, let me leave.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'll
Thank you
I'll
so
keep
much.
watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Uh.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Linda. Bye, Shades of Grains.
Okay, so I'll just speak briefly about where love languages and red flags intersect, and then we'll end the live because this Instagram is going to go off any minute from now. And when it does, my Facebook and TikTok is still on, so I will just continue. So let's say, for example, words of affirmation, right? Let's say you have a partner who always texts you, who always speaks, says lovable things to you, you know, appreciates you and all that. But when they begin to, when the compliments become so excessive, especially in the beginning of the relationship, when the compliments get so excessive, the declaration of the love gets so much, like the person is now love bombing you. You know, bomb now to throw bomb. When the person is like now like love bombing you, every little thing is so quick to talk about loving you and loving you and loving you. Especially, like I said, in the early um, stage of the relationship, it becomes like too much, and that could come from a place of insecurity from their own side. So if somebody has issues of insecurity, it means it's a red flag. It means it's a red flag. So that is one. That is one area that they can where red flag and love language can intersect. I'll give another example. Okay, someone does things for you because they think that you need the help. So they come around and they help you. Like I said the other time, your partner goes to work, comes back tired, but there are certain things that he needs to accomplish around the house. But then he also has a target to complete some work on the laptop or whatever. Whilst he's doing that, because you're intuitive enough to understand that he needs to complete this other task before the end of the day, and it's something that you can do. You can intervene and do that for them. Yeah. But then after doing it for them, you now, that is a love language. Yeah. After now doing it for them, you now, maybe you have a little squabble or whatever, and then the next thing is you're saying, oh, but I did this for you. But I did this for you, but I helped you to do this, but I helped you to do that. You begin use and quarrel the person. So that is now coming from, you're not supposed to use it to make the person feel guilty because you were not forced to do it. It's supposed to come from a place of love because it's a love language, acts of kindness. Yeah. But now you're now using it to like you did it out of obligation. That is how it now begins to look like. So that is another one. For the gifting part, that one is very easy to understand. They will deal with you today, they will beat you today, for instance, they will go and beg you and go and buy gifts and come and give to you. Fine, love, their own love language is gifting, right? But they also have a bad side where they hurt you. After hurting you, the next thing is they come and gift you. They hurt you, they come and gift you. It becomes a cycle. It becomes a cycle. That is manipulative. It becomes manipulative. It's no longer love. And for people that think that they can use gifts and money and stuff to buy love, yeah, for people like that, this is also where it crosses the line. So those are the signs that you should look out for. Which other one do I want to talk about? Sorry, guys, I think the Instagram might go off in a few minutes. I hope I finish before it does. So another one is quality time. Yeah, another love language is quality time. When you begin to demand for the time of this person to always be in your presence, to always be around them, or you begin to isolate them from their family, you isolate them from their loved ones, from their friends, you just want them to be in your presence all the time, that is crossing the line. It has now crossed from being a love language to red flags. Because how can you get angry because you probably wanted me around and I'm not there because I'm with my family or with my friend and you were aware of this? Let's even say you were aware or you were not aware. I don't know. I don't even care. But you always want to be possessive. You want me to always be around you, in the same space with you. I should also have a life. It's beautiful, to do things together, but we also had our separate lives before we came together. So there should also always be the room for that from time to time. Yeah. So, but when that now happens and you begin to get angry, even though I have other commitments, you still get angry, then it becomes a red flag. Quality time should be mutual. We should not be forced. Yes, it should be mutual. I don't know. Okay, I think I've talked about 4. Yeah, I think that's basically it. So, okay, physical touch. I mean, you cannot force people to touch you. You cannot force people to show you PDA. You cannot force people to do that to you. And if you want to do PDA to me, for instance, in public, and I say no, I don't like it, don't force yourself to do it. Yeah, fine. What do you call it again? Physical touch. Physical touch is a love language, we know. But when I don't want to be touched and you touch me, it's no longer love language. It's no longer a love language. It has now crossed from being a love language to a red flag. So you want to just touch me, or you want to force yourself on me when I don't want, it begins to get to that point. Then it's no longer a love language. It's now crossed to becoming a red flag. Love should never be forced. Should never be forced. And love should never be uncomfortable. You should be comfortable around this person. So this is where I guess I'm going to draw the curtain for the day. I hope this conversation empowers you and makes you to better your relationship a little bit, even if it's just one step forward from where you were. Or the person that you're considering to have a relationship with, I have this conversation benefits you, helps you to take the right decision. And for those of us who are in relationships already, I hope this conversation gave a bit of clarity more, into what your love language is and what your partner's love language is, and how you can be more intentional, put in the effort. I always talk about effort. Put in the effort and be more intentional about making them feel loved. Because, if you're able to show the love language properly, you'll be able to connect. Yeah, you connect better. And the other person you're showing the love language to will feel valued, will feel loved, will feel valued, will feel, will feel good about being in that relationship, and it will deepen your connection. So unfortunately, my co-host, none of them was able to join me today. I hope that the network will be okay. Shout out to AB. She tried her best to join, but she couldn't. And Ifechi also, he tried to join, but he couldn't for some reasons. I don't know. So I hope that our next session, you'll be able to join so that we would take the conversation to a better level. I'm not sure I did justice to it. If you guys were here, I'm sure your contributions would have made it better. But it is what it is. And if you listen to this live and you felt triggered by certain words that I used, you felt triggered by the topic in any way, send me a DM. Let's talk. Because there's a reason why that triggering happened. There's a reason. So send me a DM. Let's talk. We'll try and offer some help. So guys, take care. This is where I'm going to end the live. Take care and have a nice week ahead. And join us again, same time next week, Wednesday, for another topic that will be explosive as well. All right? I'm trying to check comments if there's anything. So yeah, take care, guys. Bye. Bye. Thank you for Lighton for coming to keep me active on the live. Bye.